the next one is, as I told you, there is a different types of accounts table. One table is called T table and another one is called moving balance table. Achha. Now how they look like? What's the difference and what are the features between them? This is the two. Number one is account T table. That's accounts title, and the second one, this is number one, T table, and this is number two, moving balance table. Okay? Acha. If you see, you might see that they're kind of similar, right? But there's a difference as well. So let's talk about the features of these two tables, right? The first one, if I'm talking about the T table, there will be the title of the account. Title has been given. This is the feature. And both sides we are seeing the account titles has been given. Titles has been given, and then there is an accounts code known as well. Accounts code known, right? Okay. So, but over here, there's a two part. If you see, date, particulars, journal, folio. Actually, that's called folio. Then taka, again date, particulars, journal, folio, and taka. Over here, it's written debit and credit. So that means this T table has basically two parts, separate two parts that join together. One part is debit, left side one is debit, and another one is credit. So in left side there will be a date, particular, folio, and taka. Same as credit, date, particular, folio, and taka. But if you look at the moving balance table, we can see there is a date, particular, journal, folio, debit and credit. There are two columns actually together, debit part and credit part, and balance as well. And for only the credit, so for only the value is written over here in two columns, and for the balance they have drawn another one by giving again two columns separately, debit and credit column, right? Okay, so this is basically, if we can see, this is basically the difference between the two. Over here there are two parts. Up to this there are two parts, but over here the one table. There is only one single table. Okay. So the table will be divided into two parts. Okay. There are four columns on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. One column, 1, 2, 3, 4. So each side they contain four columns. Okay. Then balance of accounts, difference between the total debit and the total credit. Okay, this is the balance of accounts. If I'm talking about the balance, at the end we are writing this, we are writing. So what will be the balance? So balance will be the difference between debit column and credit column. That will be the balance, right? Okay. So should be calculated after the interval of a specific time period, when all the accounts transaction has been recorded, and after that we're gonna find out the balance. Okay. Then should have a code number for each account. For the code number is actually this one. Journal folio. For the debit one, there is a journal folio as well. And that's called code number. So this is the features of T table. And if I'm coming to the moving balance table, as I already said, there will be a title of account. There's an account code number. One column each for date, descriptions, this particulars, this descriptions, and the date and the journal folio. Date is given, particulars is given, journal folio is given, right? So this is common scenario, the both of the columns, and then total four columns for amount taka. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. First, for the transaction, we will gonna write in a debit. If it is debit, then debit column. If it is credit, then credit column. Then for the balancing, if there is a debit balance, then we will have to write in a debit column. If there is a credit balance, then we will have to write in a credit column. And after that, debit and credit amount column situated at the side by side, after the name of the column. And balance of account is calculated after each posting a transaction. And after every transaction, there's supposed to be a balance. Like we are writing here one transaction, number 1. We are writing something, the debit. And at the same time, we will have to write the balance as well. So like as I said, we are keep recording the particular giving that one transaction happened, we are writing the description. If it is debit, then debit. If it is credit, then at the same time we will have to write the balance over here. Same with number 2, description, folio number. If it is credit, then we have to make a balance and then write again. Okay, so this is the main features of moving balance table and the T table. Okay. So now, as I told you the features of both of the tables, now I have an activity for you, question for you. What are the difference between that 2 tables? Find out the difference and then write it down in your copy. Okay?